Thank you for your invitation, second time in our online event. Today we're going to talk about AI innovation in the, let's call it media industry, and how to use Google Cloud Platform to it. We will discover different frontiers of the AI and how to build your own strategy. And also I will show you a small demo of the newest VO3 model and its capabilities to create content.
Lovely. It's not going to be a Damian presentation without a lovely demo. So yeah, looking forward to that demo. The stage is yours.
Okay, so hello everyone. Hi again. As I mentioned before, today we will talk about AI-driven strategies for the next generation media creation and impact. And let's start from the famous question, why? Why we should talk about it, why we should use this technology, why should we explore these strategies and ideas? So first of all, we are living in the world where every one of us is somehow trained to have instantly everything we want. So we have like social media platforms that give us content right away. We have a different type of the services, shops, and many other things that decrease the time of the delivery. And this is creating something very, let's call it interesting in people, because people want immediately what they like or what they desire. And in the media and content area, this is, let's call it a huge challenge, because as we all know, the digital, especially digital content and the information is growing and growing. Every year we produce as the humanity more and more digital content. And nowadays, the speed of content creation is extremely high. And because of it, and as I understand people, we do not want to search a lot of the data, videos, articles, images, whatever. We want to have them specialized, let's call it prepared for us. We want to have personalized content that will joy, that will interest us, that will make us, let's call it happy, and that will increase our engagement. And to do this, we need to have some kind of the technology that will allow us to deliver, to create, to produce, and to distribute a content that is very, let's call it, directly targeted to the specific people, specific person. And this is why we need to use AI, because human curation alone can no longer keep the pace with today's content demands. Because everything is good when we are speaking about, let's call it, small amount of the people, but the scale is always the problem. If we want to do something on the scale, if we want to serve the meaningful content to the lot of the people, and to be able to create this hyper personalization, we need a powerful tools, powerful technology that will allow us to do this. And here we are, let's call it, shifting to the AI. And why we should embrace AI and machine learning in media. So first of all, this is the, let's call it, scale problem. So we need to unlock the potential of content generation and delivery and personalization at the scale, because AI can analyze massive data set to hyper personalized content delivery based on, let's call it, our individual behaviors, preferences, and all information that they are about our previous choices of the content. The second one is predictive and, let's call it, proactive approach. So AI, or machine learning, to be very strict, can anticipate our interests, our demands, enabling the, let's call it, strategic content recommendation. So for example, based on my emotional state, based on my behavior in the web, based on the time of the day, based on the day by itself, it can serve me the content that will, let's call it, engage me, that will make me feel better, maybe, that will be something that at this specific point of time was my desire. And this is the power of the AI. This is the power of machine learning, that based on all this data, because every one of us generate the huge, let's call it, digital trace, and generates a lot of data about ourselves. Based on this data, using the AI and machine learning, we can proactively predict what type of the content, whatever it is. It could be the video content, the audio content, let's call it text, articles, everything that we consume. What content at this point of the time serve to me, to you, to, let's call it, increase our well-being, increase our mood, or just engage us. The third party, so the third, let's call it, area is the generative creativity. So let's say that we not only know or can analyze the data about our user, we not only can predict and, let's say, recommend some kind of the content, but going one step further, we can generate this content, generate it dynamically, starting from, let's call it, small teasers, maybe small covers on the videos, maybe some clips, etc., up to the whole productions that will be directly correlated with the interests of the users. And this is like the next, let's call it, stage or next level that will allow us to generate the dedicated content in hours, not the weeks or the months or even years, but in hours, that will be very interesting for a specific person, that will generate, let's call it, a lot of enjoyment, and will allow us to deliver faster and better the content that is desired by the end user. And the last one is the data-driven decision. So when we know what kind of the content and how our users want and how they behave, we can also inside our organization make some data-driven decision, transforming, let's call it, this raw audience data into actionable insights, modifying our processes, operational operations, modifying everything around the content creation, about our infrastructure and everything around it. Because the data is the knowledge, and the knowledge is a power. And this is something that we need to understand and use it very well, using the advanced tools to analyze it. Okay, so when we decide, or when we, let's call it, explore these four pillars of AI and machine learning in media, the question is, how can we implement it? What can we use, for example? What kind of the technology? Do we need to build something from the scratch, or do we have some solutions? And here we can use the cloud computing model, and especially Google Cloud Platform and its AI and machine learning capabilities. And we have many different, let's call it, services where and we can use them to the different scenarios, starting from the Gemini API, multimodal generative AI APIs from AI Google Studio, where we can use their let's call it, flagship large language model. We can use the Vertex AI, which is the suite of the services around the AI, starting from the services that allow us to deploy models, train them, use them in the different, let's call it a different approach, starting from the model as a service up to creating our own notebooks and writing in PyTorch or TensorFlow our own models that will, let's say, solve some problems. And on this level, we can manage the whole life cycle of such models. So we have all-in-one, let's call it tool or framework that allow us to explore the machine learning possibilities and to apply them inside our business. Next is, for example, recommendation AI. This is something new from Google. This is the engine that recommends personalized content and advertisements to the viewers based on their previous, let's call it, previous choices and behaviors, up to BigQuery, which is one of the most advanced analytic engines that allow us to simply analyze huge amounts of the data in parallel mode. It also has its own, let's call it, additional plugins or elements like BigQuery ML, where we can use the machine learning inside the BigQuery, create models, train them on the data, and use it to get insights from our user behaviors. So as we can see, we have a lot of different services and capabilities inside Google Cloud Platform that we can use out of the box and build extremely advanced system in our organization. Okay, let's now move to personalization of the content with the AI. And as you know, this is something that at this moment is one of the biggest use case of the AI in the media and entertainment area. So using the AI that will track in the real time, let's call it engagement patterns in our user behavior, then based on it, create, let's call it specific segments of our user, and based on the specific segments, recommend some kind of the content, let's call it transfer, or maybe transfer is the bad word, or suggest some, let's call it new articles, movies, podcasts, everything around it. So here, the content personalization with AI is the one of the biggest, as I said, case studies. But this is not all. For example, using the AI, we can personalize content even in the, let's call it, translation layer, global reach, where we can translate almost autonomously content into multiple languages. There are some big, let's call it, media companies that are using right now this technology, for example, to create a dubbing, automatical dubbing in other languages, like, for example, translating movies from English to Germany or to Polish, and based on it, use the real voice of the actors, real voice that were used in the movie and were used by the actors by themselves, and using this voice, for example, generate the audio layer that will allow the specific characters to speak in the targeted or the audience language. And this is something which is very popularized, for example, on YouTube and YouTube channels. For example, one of the most famous YouTubers, Mr. Beast, is using it to translate his channels to the different languages, where, for example, you can watch, if you are in Poland, a Polish version where Mr. Beast and others, let's call it actors in his movies, are using their natural voice, but they are speaking in the Polish. So this is something amazing, how this technology can be used to personalize the content right now. And this is, I think this is important. This is something that we all can use and apply in our content production workflows, because this technology, thanks to the cloud provider like the Google Cloud Platform, are really easy to integrate, to use, to build the solution based on this new advanced technology. Okay, next one is content creation and optimization. So now we all know about generative AI. We all heard about large language models, text to image, text to video generation. And this is the technology that will, in my opinion, revolutionize the whole, let's call it media and entertainment segment. Because thanks to this, we can decrease the production cost, and we can also, and I will show you this a little bit later, and we can also democratize the access or the possibility to create high quality content to many people. And this is something very similar with, for example, platforms like YouTube. Before YouTube, most of the programs, most of the TV shows, most of the media content were just generated. It was generated by the, let's call it, large companies, public companies, televisions, and everything around it, large studios. But when, for example, YouTube was presented, then every one of us who has small camera right now, you need to just have a phone, can become a creator, can become someone who can create the video content and distribute it to the hundreds, thousands, millions of the YouTube users. So right now, YouTube is one of the biggest streaming platform on the world. And the next, let's call it, iteration of the technology, the generative AI, is going one step further. So now we are speaking about the ability to generate, let's call it, high budget productions, maybe not right now, but in the next 2-3 years, that normally requires a huge filming crew, the huge studio, etc. Now, based on the specific prompt, specific idea, and specific vision, every one of us can create blockbuster movie. And this is something that is incredible in the media, let's call it, industry, that this technology will change the way that the content is generated. And there is a lot of the tech right now that is, let's call it, evolving to the technology that can accelerate or create the content. One of the example is the VO3 model from Google's DeepMind that generates the video from the text. So it can generate complete video from simple text prompts, including not only visuals, but also the dialogue, sound effects, and it can be used to generate, let's call it, very simple content, starting from the B-rolls up to promos that can take some minutes, up to more advanced clips. And in the future, I strongly believe that you will be able to generate, let's call it, longer format films or movies, and based on it, create the almost cinematic production. And at this moment, as we can observe on the, let's call it, social media platform, the AI generated content like the shorts, videos, reels, etc., is something that is advancing very quickly. So there are many content creators that at this moment are generating it, and they can, let's call it, generate the whole movies based on this text to video approach. And this is something very interesting, because when we are building or creating, let's call it, a movie or the cinematic production, at the beginning, we always want to create the pre-visualizations and visualize specific scenes before taking the specific, let's call it shots. And to do this, right now, we can use the services like, for example, Google Flow TV that was introduced at Google I/O this year to create specific scenes, to render them or generate it, because this is the better word, generated from our prompt, and based on the specific, let's call it scenes, build a movie, build a visualization or pre-visualization for such production. And thanks to this technology, we can dramatically reduce the costs of creating movies or building or just let's call it making the advertisements or other short type of the video content. But let's see how it works, and let's see it in action. Let's say that I want to create the movie where I will have a panda bear who is a Jedi Knight. And I want to create a scene where this panda is talking about, let's call it AI generated world and the future of the AI in the media.
I find myself in this AI-generated world, a new frontier of the media landscape.
So I don't know if you hear it and saw it. Mm, th- do, you, s- do you saw, Laurence, the movie that I shared?
Yeah, it certainly did. You can't miss the panda and the lightsaber. Yeah.
Yes. So let's say that that was the first scene. It was generated in less than 2 minutes using a VO3 fast model in the from the Gemini Pro. And let's say now I want to, let's call it, create a little bit more advanced clip. So I saw that, yeah, this character was good, but what will happen if I put it, let's say, in the center of a city, like, for example, Warsaw in this case? And what if in the background they will be some, let's call it, people that are walking by, etc. So let's see how this will work. And I also generate exactly that movie before. It took like 2 minutes. So here it goes.
We are in an AI-generated world. This is the new frontier of media.
And as you can see, you have a panda with a lightsaber dressed as the Jedi Knight in the crowded city, and the people are walking behind. And the thing that you must realize that this is the fastest model for video generation. And as we know, the fastest model are not, well, they not always generate the highest output and highest quality of the output. And second thing, that this is like the beginning of this technology. We are at the first stages of this, of development of this text to video technology. So as you can see now in this, let's call it, smaller setup, it's very impressive. So you can imagine where this technology will be in the next 2 or 3 years, how much more advanced this video will be, how much more, let's call it, realistic and ready for a cinema standards this video will be. And this is amazing because this technology right now is like shifting the landscape of the media and entertainment. Okay, now I need to scroll back. Give me a second. And this is something that we all should consider, and all of our media and entertainment organization should be prepared for this, let's call it, era of content generation, because it will come in the next 2 or 3 years, and our processes, our, let's call it, people, our knowledge, everything that we at this moment know about content generation need to be updated and need to be, let's say, prepared for this technology, because it will change the market, believe me.
That's great, Damian. Thanks so much. Really, really exciting with that. Sorry, did you have much more? Or have I just really cut you off?
uh, no, we can go, because I see that we are
Just aware of time. Just aware of
yeah
time for this
just
one.
aware of
Okay.
time. We can go to our, let's call it, Q&A section. Here I have some case studies where other companies are using the AI at this moment. As I said, most of them are using it for a content moderation, personalization, and using the, let's call it, data to gather insightful information or actions based on this data, user data. So this is like this first, let's call it, strategy, or the frontier, or the, let's call it, area of AI and its application. But as I said before, the content generation and the content that is directly personalized and generated for a specific user is something that we will see in the future. We can see it now, for example, in the social media, but in the next 2 3 years, it will be something that all media creators and public media publishers and everyone else will need to use, learn, and, let's call it, build the content leverage based on it.
I love the look into your Damian crystal ball in the media future, Damian. So that's really welcome. And also the other part you highlighted about longer format films and movies and creating cinematic production, I found that really interesting. So yeah, look, I think it will come true, and I think we're on the cusp of it now. So let's see. Look, I think we've got loads of takeaways, and it's not just the panda, the Jedi panda in a dressing gown with a lightsaber in Warsaw City with people running around. Real great content there. Look, we had 2 questions come in from Sarah and Mohammed. So Sarah asked from the outset, what GCP functionalities, Damian, would you recommend for analyzing audience behavior?
Mhm. So there is a lot different, let's call it, tools in GCP to do it, starting from, let's call it, recommendation AI that will allow you to generate content-based recommendation and based on the previous, let's call it, user behaviors and the data about the users and their choices, recommend the specific, let's call it, content for them, up to more advanced solution, like, for example, you can use BigQuery to gather the data there and analyze it in more, let's call it, complex way to get the actionable insights about the specific topic that is interesting for you right now. You can also build the whole, let's call it, infrastructure for the real-time processing of the data. So, for example, you can have in BigQuery a specific batch data, so the history data, and based on it, create models that will be able to predict some behaviors, and then build, for example, using the PubSub data flow and the Vertex AI, the pipelines that will allow you to analyze it in the real time and suggest the specific, for example, insights or recommendation for the user.
Great stuff. Great stuff. One more from Mohammed, I think, for now. He asks, how do you choose which GCP tools to use in the process?
So this is also a more complex question, because this is very, let's call it, context aware choice. So based on our business case that we want to implement using the Google Cloud Platform, we need to figure out every single KPIs that we have, starting from the, for example, cost perspective, performance perspective, up to how the users, and as the users, I mean the, let's call it the actors, the entities that will use the system, how they will use the data. And based on it, then we can create the architecture and choose which kind of the tool and which kind of the service we want to use in this specific scenario. Because we can, like in cloud, we can build everything using these tools, but we need to be very, let's call it, strategic in choosing a specific services, because sometimes it could be too expensive, sometimes it could be too slow, sometimes it could be not exactly fitted for the scenario or the case that we want to implement. So we need to have like the large knowledge about the specific services, how they work, when to use which service, and based on it, build the architecture that is designed for a specific use case, for a specific scenario.
Great, I think that's all clear.